Well, as the fight in the ongoing opioid epidemic continues, local officials convened last night to assess how they can utilize the opioid settlement funds. KQ2's Rusty Summers with the story.
Captain Sean Cawley with the Buchanan County Sheriff's Office over the Drug Strike Force gave an informational presentation to members of the City Council, the Mayor, and the County Commission Monday at the Remington Nature Center.
The funding is coming from lawsuits throughout the United States, and cities, counties, states throughout the United States have been a part of this lawsuit with opioid manufacturers.
More than $50 billion in settlement funds from the pharmaceutical companies that made and sold opioid painkillers will be paid out over the next 18 years to state and local governments across the country.
We have the Opioid Task Force, which has been going for years and is a monthly meeting. Once the opioid settlement funds were announced, the city, county, along with Mosaic, and then several of the education providers and treatment center providers have gotten together to work on a plan, to formulate a plan to try to work with these funds in our community to combat the opioid epidemic we're seeing.
The Vice President of St. Kobe Puckett, Mark Puckett, spoke about his treatment center and why the money is needed.
It is a war, and if we don't figure out how to combat this war, we're going to lose.
We cannot treat the amount of new patients that we have coming in because we don't have the resources. So that's why it's imperative that we get these opioid settlement funds dispersed to the treatment centers in the community so we can continue to help more people.
KQ2 asked Deborah Bradley, the Health Department Director, how the funds would be used in our community.
This hopefully will help with is doing more education, getting into the schools, and trying to, and some of the task force members have already been reaching out to the schools and working with Youth Alliance and trying to come up with a program that we can get into the schools at a younger age even, just to provide education.
Stay with KQ2 as more information becomes available and we see where the money will be utilized. This is Rusty Summers for KQ2 News.
City Manager Brian Carter said the next step will be to set up a follow-up council work session to discuss the approval of the application process.